Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Voice of Fire Tarot. For today's reading I'm going to be asking Spirit what you are not seeing or about a particular blind spot in your life. I will then be asking why it is that you are not seeing this and what you can do about it, if anything. Okay? Now the crystals that I chose for each group are basically inspired by the title of this reading, in the sense that you have to look at them again to see the hidden properties behind them. So for this first crystal, this looks on the face of it like black obsidian, opaque black obsidian, but it is actually Apache tears, and you will know this by holding it up to the light. I'm not sure if the light coming through the window is actually highlighting it properly. It is not actually opaque, but it is a kind of translucent bronzy colour, like glass. And this is Apache tears. Okay, so if you pick group 1, you will be selecting the Apache tears. If you select group 2, you will be selecting this lithium quartz. Again, instead of being clear quartz, this has a kind of a cloud or a fog inside it to create this lithium quartz. And fog is very, very mystifying, and it's quite illusory as well. Okay, and that's for group 2. If you select group 3, you will be selecting this Amitrine crystal. Amitrine is formed from a combination of amethyst and citrine. And at first glance, if you were to look at this properly, you'd see it would look like amethyst, but looking again, you can see the citrine actually showing through. And other stones are actually, some other tumble stones or crystals are much more obvious than this particular one as well. Okay. And if you were to select group 4, you'd be selecting this lovely Aqua quartz. Now, Aqua quartz is made from bonding metals such as gold, platinum or silver to clear quartz or to quartz to create this lovely blue colour. And you wouldn't know this unless you knew about Aqua quartz, or unless you looked at it really, really closely to see all the different colours coming through. Lovely. So as usual, please take your time, use your intuition to select which group or groups most resonate with you. Pause the video if necessary, if you need more time as well. Remember that this is a general reading, so just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I welcome all comments and feedback as well. Please like, share and subscribe if you like my content as well. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you at your reading. Goodbye. Hello group 1 and welcome to your reading. You chose the lovely Apache tears. And this reading will be about what it is that you are not seeing. Okay, let's begin. Spirit, please can you tell me what is it that group 1 are not seeing, please? We have the King of Swords, followed by Justice, followed by the Knight of Swords. Now, looking at this, I immediately see that there's something it's like they're trying to tell me that it's blindingly obvious, something that's blindingly obvious, and it's something to do with a karmic cycle. A karmic cycle, and it's to do with something that it's something that just doesn't feel right at the moment in your life, and it's something big. It's not necessarily something bad, but it's something that you are doing, something that you are involved with that is not serving your highest good. But I'm really getting the sense they are really, really trying to grab your attention. Okay. Let's get some more information about this, please. So, Spirit, more information, please, about what is it that people in group 1 are not seeing. I'm just getting a sense of rinse, repeat with this cycle. It's like this Knight of Swords is going back to the old ways and then coming back again and going back again and coming back again. I'm getting that sense of repeating, and this King of Swords is trying to say, stop what it is you're doing and look at things in a kind of a more analytical way. Okay. Have the World card, followed by the Four of Swords, followed by the King of Wands. I think what they want you to do is really reflect on what your true potential is and your true inner power, your true strength. Because what they're telling me at the moment, you're not quite seeing what it is, what the kind of image, or not just the image, I would say what you were trying to portray of yourself out into the world is something much greater than what you are currently doing now. It's saying that you are worth much more and that you really need to bring out this self-power. And in order to do that, what it is, I get a sense that when I said about this rinse, repeat cycle, that's what really came to me, like, like with a washing machine. I'm getting a sense that you're probably hurtling through life at a really quick pace, and you're not really noticing the little things along the way that actually aren't that little, that actually build up into something really big and really important for your own soul development. Because I think what we're talking about here is actually, we have the Justice card here. This is about your soul development, and at the moment it's kind of like you're not quite aligned with that. And what they're trying to tell you, this Four of Swords is just saying, with this King of Swords as well, it's saying just to stop. He's really trying to stop you in your tracks here. This Four of Swords is about meditation. I get it as meditation and reflection, and really I get a sense that they want you to connect with spirit and to stop this same cycle from repeating, and really getting a sense of that. And again, you get the sense of stillness. You have another King of Wands. Yes, he is to do with firepower. He is very much to do with doing, but it's more in a control sense. He can see what's coming. He has a sense, he's like harnessing all that power. Very different to the Knight of Wands. This King of Wands is harnessing all that power, and he's directing it and focusing it in the way that he wants to direct and focus it. And that is what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to stop in your tracks. Okay, what I want to know, what I'm really interested to know, please Spirit, could you just give me one area of life, a really important area of life for people in group 1, that this is really relevant to, what they are not seeing. Where is this most obvious? Oh wow, the Tower. Okay. This is really powerful stuff, group 1. Let's get a bit more information about this. So more information, please. I ask for an area of life that people in group 1, that's most important for people in group 1 in seeing what it is they're not seeing here, to do with their karmic cycle, and to do with something that is not truly aligning with their soul purpose. Okay. They're not really giving me an area. I'm getting a sense that it's kind of your approach to life in general. Yes, you could be achieving a lot of different things, but I'm getting the sense that it's like they're trying to tell me, if you don't stop and do this reflection, you're carrying all these wands. There's 10 of wands here. This is to do with, it's kind of on the way to burnout. It's complete burnout. And they're really telling me that what you need to do is really just stop in your tracks. Take the advice from the King of Swords and the Four of Swords to stop in your tracks. Yes, this tower moment might happen. I get a sense in this respect, we're talking more kind of spiritually or metaphorically. It's like a big, massive revelation that you need to have about something. With this tower card, we see the tower being destroyed completely and the crown of this tower being blasted off, which I get a sense with you is to do with your crown chakra. And I get a sense at the moment that you possibly blocked in regards to that. And this tower is representing all the old things, the things that no longer serve you. And what it's saying is, what you need to see, there are things in your life that no longer serve you that need to be kind of completely transformed, because after destruction becomes renewal. What they're telling me is that you can't carry this 10 of wands forever. There needs to be a point where this needs to happen. This is a good thing. This is about change. This revelation will bring about change and bring you much more into alignment into what it is you need to do. So this can involve family, relationships, career, finances, basically what it is you're spending your time on as well. That is what's really coming out in this reading. Okay, I'd like to get a bit more information on Spirit about why is it that people in group 1 are not seeing this. And again, when I talked about that rinse-repeat cycle, I get a sense with this 10 of wands, especially in this instance, I get a sense that he's going round and round and round with these sticks, and he's repeating the same cycle of carrying these sticks, and there's only so long you can do that. They're really trying to get your attention here. So why is it that group 1 are not seeing this, please? Okay. Wow. Yeah, I get a sense that you are feeling restricted and doubtful and kind of in the dark about your current circumstances. You're feeling bound, and this devil card is to do with feeling bound, feeling in the dark, all these doubts and insecurities, and that is what is happening with you at the moment. We have this 4 of cups here, and in your instance as well, is that we have this person metaphorically sitting underneath this tree, and Spirit is offering this cup. And in your instance, it could be to do, it's something emotional, something you're not seeing, some sort of connection. I believe that you are getting messages from Spirit. It could be different synchronicities, anything that happens. It could be when you're outside, when you're in nature, outside in the street. It could be when you're in any sort of situation in life, but you're not seeing it. And it's possibly about being mindful of where you are. Maybe I think your mind is sort of taken over a lot of the time. What you need to do is kind of have a break from what's happening in your mind, so you can really, really connect and notice these synchronicities and these secret messages. And this will free you from this devil energy. And I'm looking at this magician, and it's telling me, they give me a hint of what your true power is. This is very, very different to the devil card. The magician is about total mental focus. He isn't feeling bound by anybody or anything. He is able to totally kind of manipulate energy, manipulate his thoughts, his own thoughts, into the way he wants to direct them. Very much, this will lead to the self-actualization with the World card. Very, very similar to the King of Wands as well, but this is more kind of mercurial. He can really get this energy down from Spirit. He's not just receptive, he can actually direct it out into what he wants, and he's using all the elements. As we see, cups of water, the pentacle is earth, the wands is fire, and the sword is air, or the mental aspect. He can use all of this, and he can direct what he wants and make it physical on the earth plane, which is a higher polarity of the Devil card, which is to do with Capricorn and making things physical, and in terms of physical abundance, and, you know, creating goals as well. I'll get a bit more information, please, Spirit, about this. So why is it that people in group 1 are not seeing this? Okay. Oh. Right, so, wow, we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Five of Swords. Interesting that we got 2 fives, which has to do with challenge, but from challenge comes kind of improvement as well. Yeah, so I believe there's a lot of conflicting energies, and maybe energies from others as well. You might be feeling that at the moment you haven't got the resources or the ability to compete with others possibly in the same field as you, or generally in the world. There might be a kind of a distrust I get of certain people or certain situations or the world in general, and feeling really quite defeated, and feeling that you haven't got this power of the Magician. But in fact what it's saying is you do have this power. We have this Pentacles, which is to do with golden opportunities that are there for you, and they're wanting you to see it. We have water here, and we have earth with the Pentacles as well. So Spirit is trying to give you something. They're trying to show you something. And when you see that, you will be able to see this earthly opportunity that is there for you. And the Ace of Pentacles is about kind of new physical ideas. It's, you know, to do with health, it's to do with abundance, to do with wealth as well. So things like that you need to see. Things are there for you to materialize, but you need to do this kind of work first. And it's about really freeing yourself from all these binds that are portrayed by the Devil card, and really trying to lift yourself out of this rinse-repeat cycle to actually see what is being offered to you. But in order to do that, what you need to do is really connect with yourself. Take a break from all the whirrings and the constant back and forth motion of the mind and anxiety and worries, things like that, and really start to this is about getting to know yourself. You're relaxing your mind, you're getting to know yourself, you're connecting on a much deeper level with yourself. Okay, I'm going to get some oracle cards now to get a bit more information. So, Spirit, please can you give me some information on what it is that people in group 1 are not seeing, and why, please? Psychometry, sensitivity. Yeah, this is about being connected. Yes, psychometry, but it's about being connected to the world around you. What I get a sense of is that a lot of you are very much in your minds, because you're in this constant cycle. You're rushing ahead, rushing forward, and you're going round and round in a circle. You're not really connected. It's about being sensitive to your surroundings, but also to yourself. And it's not just to your mind, it's to your emotions, to your feelings, to your senses. And then when you do that, you'll be much more sensitive to the messages that Spirit is giving you as well. But this is what you're not seeing. You're not allowing all your senses, your sixth sense as well, because I get a sense that you're stuck in the mind, too much stuck in the mind. And then, why is it? We have candle illumination. So yes, something is definitely trying to illuminate itself to you out of the darkness. They want you to look up from underneath this tree and see what is coming to you. And I get a sense that they are really trying to send you obvious messages. And it's about, as I said before, it's really quite a big thing. It's to do with your karmic cycle. It's like you're repeating the same cycles here as we see as well. And it comes a point where we need to have this tower moment to actually kind of renew and metamorphosize into something new, something fresh, something much more powerful for you as well. Okay. So I'll use this other oracle deck, Intuitive Life Coach, to see if we can get any more messages, please, about what it is that people in group 1 are not seeing and why. And when I asked about what particular area, I just get a feeling that it's all areas, basically, whether that be, financial, career, personal as well, all them kinds of areas this is having an effect on. Spiritual growth. You are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. Yeah. You're stuck in the mind, you're stuck in the everyday, the drudgery, everything like that, all the routines that are really making you feel really heavy, making you feel really dense. But what they're trying to do is make you stop that. So it's easier said than done, but it's some little steps. It's taking that time out just to possibly meditate or be mindful. Things like that will make you much more sensitive. And this will help towards your spiritual evolution, because what they're telling me, they really are trying to do that. They're trying to blast the crown off this tower, basically opening up your crown chakra. They're trying to give you messages, directly from spirit, from a much more higher vibration, which will help you towards your spiritual growth, which is actually part of your karmic cycle, is actually aligning you more with your soul purpose as well. And why is it that you're not seeing it? Wishful thinking. You are learning how to manifest the life that you desire. From this card, what I'm seeing is that because you're so stuck in this cycle, you're not actually seeing what it is that you actually desire. You kind of have a sense of it, but it's like you're so busy, you're not focused on what it is on what it actually really is that you desire. And this needs to be illuminated as well. They are really trying to illuminate with you, but in order to see that, you need to just take that time out. Just stop in your tracks. I'm not saying all of the time, but there needs to be certain points where you need to devote that time to yourself, because it's really important to devote that time to yourself. It could be little things every day, just when you get up in the morning. It could be a 5-minute meditation, anything like that, anything that resonates with you, that feels right with you. It doesn't have to be meditation. It can be anything that makes you feel more connected to spirit and to your soul and to who you really are. All right. And this is what they want you to do. They want you to learn how to manifest the life that you desire, not other people, not what society desires. It's about what you desire. They don't want you to be bound. The spirit doesn't want you to be bound by all the doubts and insecurities and fears and all them earthly, the negative side of things in terms of, society and what you think you should be doing. Okay. So I'm going to ask, please, Spirit, can you give us some tips, please, on how people in group 1, what they can do about this? How can they see this more clearly? What can they do to see this more clearly, please? The sun. Again, we're talking about illumination. This, to me, I'm feeling that when you're stopping yourself from all these daily activities that are grinding you down, you are actually letting your inner child come back to play, really. And this is about, being sensitive to all the wonderful things in life. And I'm talking about the small things that are really wonderful, the things that are around you. And then you have the 3 of Swords, followed by the King of Wands again. Okay, what they're telling me, this Yeah, I get a sense of a lot of disappointment here, and what they want you to do is they want you to heal this heart, heal this disappointment. This 3, the number 3 is about creativity, about creation. And this is probably an area of your life where you felt really, really disappointed and quite heartbroken as well. And what they want you to do, by bringing your inner child in, giving time to yourself to do things that you enjoy, this will start to heal that heart chakra. And when you heal your heart chakra will expand. And when it expands, what actually happens is you will start to see or start to sense the messages that are coming from spirit. Because as well as connecting for your crown, they're also connecting very, very much for all your chakras, but especially your heart chakra. That is really, really important to work on. And that's what they're saying here. And also it's about really, really focusing on this is about your self-power, your self-worth as well, with the King of Wands. Anything else you want to say about this, please, Spirit, about what people in Group 1 can do to see this more clearly? We have the 4 of Swords again. So we had the 4 of Swords at the beginning, what you were not seeing. This is about taking time out, just relaxing and really getting connected. And I believe that when you do this kind of meditation, you will start to bring the light. You'll start to bring back the fun in your life, the spontaneity as well. And then we have 3. So we have 2 3s here. We have the 3. So again, as I said, by healing that heart chakra, by really working on it, connecting to what it is you love, you're on that energy of creativity. And these are parts of yourself, but also they're your spirit guides. They're always working with you, but because your heart chakra is more open, they're able to actually communicate with you in a much more direct and productive manner, because you'll be seeing it much more clearly. Okay. Oh, sorry. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Yes. So really focusing on increasing your, letting the inner child in, focusing on that heart chakra, really healing it, giving that time to yourself, focusing on your self-esteem, your self-worth, and this will bring about complete abundance, which we see with the 10 of Pentacles. Complete earthly abundance, abundance on earth. And achievement as well. Okay, that's lovely. So some final messages, please, Spirit, from my 2 oracle decks. So firstly, again, I'll use this oracle deck, Divination of the Ancients. So what can people in Group 1 do, please, to see this more clearly about themselves? We have runes perception. Yeah, what they're telling me is by doing this work, your perceptions will change. They will transmute from this kind of perception, this kind of fear, disillusionment, distrust, feeling defeated in the world, to something much more powerful, to much more happy as well. Your perceptions will change. And they want you to focus on doing that. They want you to focus on changing your perception. But you can't just change your perception like that. You need to do that inner work. A really important work there. And one more message, please, Spirit, from Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle about what people in Group 1 can do. Self-sabotage. You may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way. what it's doing, it's drawn me back to these two cards in particular, and the Devil card as well, and this card, but not seeing things. It's like what they're trying to do is you're trying to release yourself from your current perceptions of reality, of, you know, feeling defeated, feeling that lack of hope as well in the world. They're trying to change that, and what they're basically saying is them negative beliefs are actually creating pain for you. So they want you to kind of work on that. It's obviously not a really quick thing, because we're talking about, you know, these are cycles that have been going on for a very long time, so they need a lot of work, possibly a lot of shadow work as well. You know, you're trying to end this, you're bringing through this tower moment as well, and this will take time, but it's very much worth it, and the end result is very much worth it as well, with the King of Wands, with the Ten of Pentacles. Remember as well, we have the World card as well. This is what they want for you, complete self-actualization, but it will need a lot of kind of meditative, self-reflective time as well, to really connect you to spirit, to connect you to your spirit guides as well, to help free you from this cycle of self-sabotage and drive you towards where you are meant to go, where your soul is meant to go, towards prosperity, towards happiness. Okay, so thank you very much, Group 1, for tuning in. Please like, share and subscribe if you like the reading. Please leave any comments as well. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Lithium Quartz, and this reading will be about what is it that you are not seeing. So let's begin. Spirit, please can you give me information about Group 2, please, in regards to what it is that they are not seeing. What is it that they are not seeing, please, Spirit? Group 2. Okay. We have the Page of Wands, followed by the Strength card, followed by the Magician. You're not seeing your true power and your true strength, Group 2, sorry. It's like there's a youthful vitality about you. You have a lot of strength and you have a lot of courage. That you might not feel like it, but you do have that. And I get the sense that you are meant to be the leader. We have a number 1 here, and the Magician. You are meant to be the leader and the pioneer in certain situations, whether it be work, whether it be in your social circles, your whatever activities you are involved with outside of work as well, all this kind of thing. You're meant to be a leader. You are seen, I believe that other people also see you as kind of a tower of strength, and somebody who has a lot of power, and a power for good as well. There's a very gentle, caring power, as we see here. There's like a responsibility that comes with that, is that you are a leader, you are able to lead and able to help those that are vulnerable. Yeah, it's not just about being a manager, it's about being a leader. In order that you are able to affect change, you are an agent of change, and you are able to bring that about. And this is what Spirit feels that you are not seeing about yourself. Okay, more information please, Spirit, about what it is that people in Group 2 are not seeing. I get a sense as well that you have a lot more influence in life than you think you do as well. just look on the bottom of this deck, we have the star card as well, which is, I'm really feeling that you have a connection to spirit. You're possibly getting a lot of downloads, but you're not seeing it. And this is to do with fame as well. Okay, so we have the Tower card, followed by the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Ten of Swords. This, to me, this is to do with some kind of creative project that you're either involved with or you maybe should be involved with, which is something that is worthy of your true talents, your true abilities. And because you haven't been seen in it, what they're trying to do, they're trying to end a cycle, as we see with the Ten of Swords. And this cycle, I believe, is your mind telling you that you possibly haven't got these traits, these leadership traits, that you aren't able to influence others in a really, really good way and able to take the lead in situations. But it's definitely to do with, it's either on work, your career, this is what I'm getting from this Eight of Pentacles, or some sort of venture, whether it be, I'm getting a sense that you have some sort of strength to actually go about things by yourself as well. So whether you're a leader in a company or a manager, maybe you need, the position that you're in at the moment isn't worthy of what you can really, really do, of your potential. So you could be a person that really, really is long due for a promotion into something I'm feeling much more possibly managerial, or something exercising some sort of leadership quality. Failing that, or if it's not that, it's to do with you actually venturing out yourself and possibly starting your own business. They're definitely telling me that you have the ability to really, really focus in on something, to create something really, really powerful, and really project that out into the world in a really, really good way. But in order to do that, you're going to have that strong sense of independence and leadership about yourself. It's there, but you're not seeing it at the moment. And this Tower, I get the sense, especially as it's combined with this Page of Wands, this Tower, to me, is the effect that you are able to have on people, on situations. Yes, on the face of it, it's really, really destructive, but I get the sense that it's destructive in a good way, because you're actually shattering old perceptions of looking at things, old ways of seeing things as well, and you are bringing in the new. You are somebody who can end cycles, end quite negative cycles, as I see with the Ten of Swords, and you were able to direct things in a leadership kind of fashion, in a much more focused way, to something really, really good. Especially you have that youthful firepower energy. You have a lot of vitality. You might not believe it at the moment, but you have a lot of vitality. You were able to see this through. That is what I'm seeing. I'm really getting a sense of some sort of creative venture, your own business here, Group 2. And if not, that would be within some kind of much more, or the next step, or a higher position, within a current job or a company or career that you were in as well. Okay, I'm going to Spirit. Please, can you tell me, why is it that people in Group 2 are not seeing this, please? Why is it that they are not seeing this? Okay, we have this is really interesting, because this card came up in Group 1's reading as well, in this particular position. So we have the Four of Cups. So they want you to look up and see something, or sense something, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, followed by the Tower. This is really strange. We have the Tower in two different positions. I really get a sense that you are possibly being bombarded with a lot of situations possibly in life that might be quite synchronistic, and you might be viewing them in quite a negative way, which is possibly quite understandable. They could feel really quite tumultuous with this tower. But what's happening is every time you're getting these tower moments, these feelings where you might be disappointed, you might not be attaining something. For example, it could be that you apply for a particular position, but you didn't get it. But you may be looking at this quite negatively and feeling quite defeated by it and feeling this tower moment, the negative aspect of it. But what it's saying is that there's a reason why you didn't get this particular job. It's because there is something much higher for you. There is something much more worthy of you. There's a better opportunity waiting for you. There was a reason for this, why you didn't get that particular promotion. There may be a certain area that is much better for you. Because we have this 9 of Pentacles in the middle, which is to do with, she's achieved things, she's built up a lot of wealth, a lot of independence, and she's kind of going around the garden. She's looking at all the things that she's achieved, all these pentacles, and she's feeling proud. She's got that self-worth, she's got that self-esteem. And we have this bird here as well. I think it's either is it a kestrel or a falcon? And that's it's possibly in your instance. This is again to do with that communication that you're getting from spirit about, to kind of confirm that there is something much more bigger waiting for you, something much more worthy of you. And it's to do with your perception of things. And at the moment, the reason why you're not seeing this is that you're feeling quite defeated, feeling quite sad really. But in them instances, these are the moments of change that are really, really developing you, and they want you to see it like that, see it in a much more positive way. Yes, there might be disappointments and they might feel quite earth-shattering, but there's a reason for that, is that there is a bigger purpose for you. Okay, something much bigger for you, something much more aligned with your purpose. That's what I feel here. So some more information please, Spirit, about why it is that people in Group 2 are not seeing this leadership energy, this independence, this ability to, to be a real influencer, to really bring about big changes for the good. Why is it that people in Group 2 are not seeing this? Ooh, 2 wanted to come out there. We have one there. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, what's happening is you are feeling frustrated here. Things feel like they are taking forever. You're thinking, when am I going to get my break? When is it going to happen? But what's happening is they want you to change your perceptions. Yes, things are taking forever, feeling like that, because you are building really, really strong foundations. Spirit is helping you with this. These fields have been ploughed, but we are waiting for the seeds to emerge. This Knight, he's very, very stable. He's building strong foundations, as you see with the thick back legs of this horse. It's really strong foundations. He's fixed and he's focused on the goal, on attaining that goal. And then we have the 3 of Swords and the World card. So that World card definitely wanted to come out with the 3 of Swords. So yes, it's because you've been feeling defeated, quite heartbroken, disappointed. But the reason for that is because they've got something much more bigger for you. The world needs to see, they want you to bring something much more bigger, something much more wonderful to the world. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, I get a sense this is to do with your frustration. Feeling quite, you're rushing to the next thing, you're feeling, oh, not another disappointment, not another thing. And then you're rushing to the next thing. But what they want you to do is actually really take a step back and look at it. Look at what it is you've actually achieved and realize what potential you've got, and that it is going to take some time to really, really nurture and to develop, but it will be really, really worth it. All right. So I would like to know, please, Spirit, with these oracles, what is it that people in Group 2 are not seeing and why, please? shooting star, confirmation. Yeah, there's loads of attention. This is like when you wish upon a star and your dreams come true. This is like telling me your dreams are on the corner, but you have to have that patience. This is what you're not seeing. You're seeing all the disappointments, the current disappointments, but you're not seeing the bigger picture. And then, why is that? Ouija board, caution. I'm going to get a tarot card to clarify this, but I get a sense that this is to do with your perception of things. You're perceiving things in quite a negative way. It's like you're allowing all these, the Ouija board is often to do, you can be open to loads of negative energies coming through. And you can be quite vulnerable to that as well. This is what I'm getting with this card. And it's letting all the negative energies take over. Let me get a tarot just to give a bit more information about the Ouija board. Caution card, please. And again, the sense of caution, it's like what they're telling me is, I get a sense that you are a very, very powerful manifester from this magician card. And when you get disappointed by something, that energy within you is so strong that you can manifest another negative thing really, really quickly and really, really powerfully. And that is what they're telling you, is to really be cautious about how you use your power. All right, it's so powerful that if it's uncontrolled and it's not focused, you will manifest negative things for you. When in fact, what you need to do is take a step back, really be patient, really focus your power, your manifestation power, into something that's really, really positive, and to be aware of the signals that you are sending out into the universe. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Cups. So again, you've sent something out, and then what you're receiving back needs to be something that is much more gentle, which is much more loving and nurturing to yourself. So yeah, this is to me, it's like the messages that you're sending out into the spirit world, to the divine, they will come back to you. So you really need to send the right messages out. Very, very similar to the law of attraction. What you send out, you will receive. And this is what it's saying to me, as you are a very, very powerful manifester, which is what you're not seeing, which you need to be aware of as well. So I'd like to know now just a bit more from this oracle deck as well. Anything else, please, about what people in group 2 are not seeing and why? Time to lighten up. You may be taking life too seriously. I'm thinking more of the light that you're bringing into your life, and that you were able to lighten up life for people around you as well. You have that ability. And again, it's to do with negative thought patterns. That is what you're not seeing, is that you were able to manifest. Your thoughts are able to manifest really, really powerfully, and what they want you to do is lighten up these thoughts, make them much more positive. And that is what you need to see, your ability to manifest anything you want. You are a leader as well. I'm really, really getting a strong sense of this. And again, the shooting star lights up the night sky, and this is what they want you to do. They want you to be more aligned with your true wishes, your positive wishes, what you want to achieve on earth, what is worthy of you. We have creative projects. What did I say? It is time to get things done. Make your creative projects a priority now. We have the number 22, which in numerology is a very spiritual number. It's the master builder number. Yes, you're meant to build something really, really, really positive for you. And this is why you're not seeing it. Because you're so powerful at manifest. I know I'm repeating myself, but because you're so powerful at manifesting, you can build something really, really negative or build something really, really positive. So they really want you to take notice of that. And as I said before, I do get a strong sense that you are meant to go out there and create something by yourself, possibly with the help of others as well, and definitely with the help of spirit, but something by yourself, something that's really, really creative and something that makes your heart sing. Lovely. So I'd like some tips, please, Spirit, on what people in group 2 can do to see this more clearly. What can you do to see this more clearly, please? We have the Hanged Man, followed by the King of Cups, followed by the Seven of Swords. So what it's saying to me is, this is to actually embrace the stillness. Yes, you're feeling frustrated, but just embrace it. This Hanged Man, he's actually hanging upside down, and the reason why he's doing this is so that he can see things from a different perspective. By hanging upside down, by embracing that stillness, you can tap into other dimensions, you can tap into spirit, and this will enable you to see things from other perspectives that you might not have considered before, and that will illuminate things to you much more clearly. And what will happen is you will feel much more balanced. I want you to feel much more balanced emotionally as well. It's like seeing the bigger picture. Yes, there's been disappointments, but they are part of the grand scheme for your soul purpose, which is much more aligned with what you want to do. But in order to see that, you need to be in that kind of hanged man position, that Knight of Pentacles position as well. And also, this is about really, really focusing on your dreams and really believing in them. And again, this is very, very much heavily to do with manifestation. This is like somebody looking into the universe, seeing what they want, they're tapping into it. But what this is saying to me is that you are able to really, really bring that down. But you have to be really, really selective about which of these you bring down, because some of them are negative and some of them are really, really positive. Okay? Very, very much like the Ouija board. You can attract positive or negative spirits using the Ouija board, or negative beings. It depends how responsibly you use it and how much skill you have of using it as well. And this is what they're telling me. Interesting. Any more information, please, Spirit, about what people in group 2 can do, please, to see this more clearly? Wow, we have the Emperor, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. This is tapping into that Aries energy. Remember, we had the Magician here, but now we've got the Emperor. He is in charge, completely in charge, with a structure with it as well. He's controlled, he delegates, he's in charge of himself. And this is what you will begin to see more clearly if you let yourself just kind of hang, not obviously physically, but metaphorically hang there and see things from all perspectives, things you haven't considered before. And this energy will start to be more highlighted to you. You'll start to notice it more. You'll start to realize that you can actually embody this Emperor energy. And by being much more balanced emotionally, you will gain a lot of clarity about your soul purpose and what it is you really, really want to do, what it is you're good at, what it is you enjoy, what feels right as well. And yes, we have the Seven of Cups here, so things are kind of dreamlike, things are in the ether. But yeah, really, really, we've got another seven here, the Seven of Pentacles. Things have actually, in the ether, they've actually been materialized on earth. You've actually grown it and you've cultivated it. But what it's telling me is just be careful about what it is that you are wishing for and what it is you are manifesting, because you have the ability to manifest bad things as well as good things. So really, really focus on what, really take notice of what you're manifesting, the vibes and everything that you are sending out into the universe. And if you do it properly, you will get what it is you want. Okay, so some last messages, please, Spirit, from the Oracle decks about what it is that people in Group 2 can do, please, to see this more clearly. Dowsing Rod Seeker. Yeah, it's about seeking out the right things, I think. It's about seeking knowledge, seeking a much more deeper perspective about yourself and where you kind of fit into the world and what you want to project out into the world as well. And one last message, please, Spirit. Oh. Recognition. Yeah, that flew out at me. So yeah, someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. Yeah, I think they want you to really realize this, because when you do start to realize that you are somebody, you're meant to be a leader, you're a pioneer, whether that be in a company or whether that be in your own business, your own creative project, you are meant to be recognized for what you can do. You have a lot of ability, you have a lot of talent, and it kind of needs to be showcased as well. And if you focus on that energy, you will start to attract that into your life in a really, really positive way. Lovely. Well, thank you, Group 2, for tuning in. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, thank you very much and goodbye. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely Amitrine crystal. So this reading will be about what is it that you are not seeing. So Spirit, please can you give me information, please, about what it is that people in Group 3 are not seeing, please. What are people in Group 3 not seeing? We have the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Cups, followed by the Nine of Wands. So what I'm getting a sense of Group 3 is that you are working on something with quite a solid analytical focus. You're really, really, really working hard on something. And you are getting help along the way from your spirit guides, which is what I see here. It can also mean as well the help or the involvement of someone else who is with you. This could be somebody very close. This could be in a romantic sense or in terms of a friendship. And that you are possibly feeling very much by yourself and on your own, and you're having to face a lot of things by yourself or on your own. And what Spirit is saying to me is that this is not the case, that you are having help, you are having guidance. There is a source of support for you, but for some reason you aren't seeing it. Okay. It's like you have a goal that you were trying to achieve, and it's a bit like you're feeling a bit kind of weary. It's like this person, he's been through a war, he's feeling tired, he's still standing, but he's feeling tired and he's feeling weary at the end of it. And what Spirit is saying that you don't need to feel this way. You are not by yourself. You have support. You have somebody with you. But what it's about opening your heart to that. That's what they are trying, that's what they want you to see, and which you are not seeing at the moment. So can I have some more information about this, please, Spirit? What is it that people in Group 3 are not seeing? Okay, so we have the Magician card, followed by Justice, followed by the Eight of Pentacles again. Wow. Okay, I feel this is more to do, because we have this Justice card, I feel that this is more to do with Spirit actually supporting you. Now, this could be in the form of somebody, whether this be a twin flame or somebody that's really, really important in your life, somebody who's actually reincarnated with you in this life, who's been with you in previous lives as well. So we're talking about previous lives as well. This is about your incarnations, but it's somebody, it's, you know, whether that be somebody, Spirit could be talking or communicating through somebody to you, somebody really, really important. But whichever way, Spirit is communicating to you. And it's like they're giving you help, they're giving you support to get through this. And you're feeling quite weakened. You are strong, but what they're telling me is that you have a lot of potential, you have a lot of energy, and you have a lot of power. Mind, I see this as mind power. You were able to manifest and bring things down to earth really, really easily. You were able to set your ideas and emotions, not only work on them, but actually really, really focus and get them into a state of fruition towards a goal, towards a target that you really want. Wow. It's like you're not seeing the bigger picture of what the support network that is out there for you. There's deeper things than what you're seeing, because what I'm seeing with this layout is that, I won't say tunnel vision, but you've really, really got, it's probably something really, really wonderful, some sort of creative project it could be, or something that you're working on, something you're developing on, that you're developing. I get a sense that there's some sort of idea, you've got some sort of idea that you really, really, you want to make money out of it, you want to be prosperous with it, and you're feeling quite worn down, a bit burnt out possibly by it as well, because you're feeling that you're carrying all this stuff by yourself, when in fact you're not. There is support around you, and I want you to tap into that, because by tapping into Spirit, by tapping into a significant other, the help from a significant other, this will help to kind of align you with the kind of the universal forces of darkness, light, good and bad, them kind of forces we're talking about. You'll be more aligned on that, and your goal or your project will steer more towards something much bigger, towards your soul purpose. And this is the energy. By tapping into that support, you will really be tapping into and strengthening this Magician energy, this manifestor energy as well. Wow. Okay, so I'd like to know now, please, Spirit, why is it that people in group 3 are not seeing this? Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, followed by the 10 of Swords, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about cycles that are needing to be cleared, are needing to end. And this can be, this 5 of Wands, it can be to do with healthy competition and competing in a really, really, in a good way, a healthy way. But I get the sense of you is that there's a lot of cluttered, confused energies. And this could be different messages from people around you, from the world around you, that are actually clouding your vision. They're actually clouding your vision, and they're creating a bit of confusion, making you feel a bit burnt out. And this is kind of affecting your mindset as well. This is why you're finding it so tiring. But what you're not seeing, the reason why you're not seeing this is because you're kind of consumed with these other energies and seeing them as disruptive, that they're interfering with this project that you're working on, and you're not actually seeing that there's a lot of abundance there for you, as you see with this Ace of Pentacles. A lot of abundance. There is a golden opportunity. There's a golden opportunity there for you to possibly collaborate with another person or collaborate with spirit, either way or both. And what they want you to do, you need to end a particular cycle, and it's to do with the cycle of your mind and your thoughts. That needs to end. And it's possibly a cycle that you've carried through with you. As we've got this karma card, the justice card, it's a cycle that you've carried with you, not in just this incarnation, but from previous lives, incarnations before, up until now. And it's a cycle that needs to be ended. But in order to end that, you need to connect with spirit or to that other person, accept their help, or a bit of both, whatever it is really. And what that will do, by doing that, by connecting to them, you can end this cycle, clear this confusion, and actually see the way forward through this lovely garden, and see this opportunity, this golden opportunity that the spirit, the hand of spirit, is actually offering to you. Your path is much more clearer. Okay, any more information please on this, please, spirit, about what it is, about why people in group 3 are not seeing this. Why are they not seeing this, please? And let's get a sense of that 5 of Wands. There's a lot of distractions, a lot of, things that are taking your attention and sort of, they're steering you away from your focus, which is what this needs to be. You need to have a focus. That's what I'm getting from this. So look, we have the 2 of Cups. Yeah, this is your way of actually clearing this confusion and getting you back on track, is by connecting through the heart chakra to this frequency of love from spirit or a significant other. We have the Emperor. Yes, we're ending this cycle of confusion, distractions of the mind. What that is doing is bringing in this Emperor energy. This has been blocked, this Emperor energy and this Magician energy, from coming through. This kind of self-leadership, authority about you, this focus, this structure as well. Both of these cards are about total mental clarity and focus as well, and that has been blocked at the moment. Wow, we have 2 aces here. We have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Ace of Cups. There's a bit of a blockage here because of this confusion. Your heart chakra, I feel, needs a bit of work. It needs a bit of expanding. It needs a bit of clearance as well. And once that is done, you will get that lovely feeling of achievement, that lovely feeling that you're actually aligned with what it is you want to do. Through that feeling comes a much more clearer sight of the opportunities that lie in wait for you. Lovely. Okay. Okay, some oracle cards now, please, spirits, on what it is that group 3 are not seeing and why. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Fate. And then we have, again, like in the last reading, we had Ouija board, Caution. Okay. Now, I'm not so focused on fate because, with me, I believe we have a kind of blueprint, soul blueprint, but we are able to change direction towards we have a blueprint for us, but we have willpower and we are able to change direction. But I believe the soul blueprint is probably for our greatest good, and it's something that we truly want, something that feels right for us. But you have the choice. What they're telling me is that you are not seeing how this Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. It's like you're not connected to it because of all this confusion, and because possibly your heart chakra is blocked as well. There's a bit of blockage here, and by unblocking your heart chakra, you were able to tap in more to this kind of universal Wheel of Fortune, and you were able to see where you were going, where you were headed as well. So this is what you were not seeing. You were not seeing the direction that you were headed in. And why is it? I believe this Ouija board, what it's saying is, as I said before, there's a lot of possibly negative energies. It doesn't have to be spirit. Sorry, I meant like lower level spiritual beings. It can be physical beings, people, their energies as well. You possibly might be getting the wrong signals as well, which will often happen with the Ouija board. If you don't use it properly, you can get you're open to all sorts of energies. And I think this is what is happening with you. You're possibly very, very open to all sorts of energies, and they are affecting you, and they are stopping you from aligning with your true purpose, and aligning and possibly stopping you from seeing your goals, seeing your direction. Your direction's here, but there's things that are blocking, things that need to be worked on, things that need to be cleared. And by connecting to the true the high vibration of love and spirit, you will be able to clear this confusion and to clear these negative energies as well. And I'm going to use this deck. This is the Mediumship Training deck. So please, Spirit, can I have some information on what it is that people in group 3 are not seeing, and why? So that flipped out, the Rose Meditation. So that is, 2 flipped out. Wow, Impression versus Expression and the Rose Meditation. So that is what you are not seeing. And why is that, please, Spirit? Spirit guides. Okay, that's interesting. So we have, remember I talked about the heart here? This is what I see here. It's like there's kind of a blockage. You have a deep, I believe that some of you have some kind of strong clairsentient ability, and you were able to tap into that frequency of love really, really well in order to align with your purpose, but you're not seeing it. This is what you're not seeing it. It's like seeing the beauty in life, the beauty in things around you, because of all this distraction. They want you to stop and see that. An impression versus expression. Yeah, it's like something hidden in the box that you're not seeing. This is like the dove, which is representing spirit. This is like beautiful things as well. But for some reason, you're not seeing the beauty in things because of that kind of lack of connection through your heart chakra. That is what I'm getting a sense of here. And opening this heart chakra, connecting to this heart chakra, seeing this beauty is fundamental to you actually turning that wheel of fortune towards the outcome that you really, really want. And the reason why you're not seeing it is we have spirit guides. Yeah. What it's telling me is that your spirit guides are there. They want to connect with you, as we see with this 2 of Cups. They wanted to connect with you, but you need to open your heart chakra. You need to clear these distractions, all these energies. It could be very, very negative energies, kind of low vibration energies. You need to work on clearing them, because I believe they've come through from previous incarnations. And by clearing them, or at least clearing a lot of them, you'll be more open and you'll be able to receive information from your spirit guides much more easily. And I get a sense that this Emperor card is possibly representing one of your spirit guides that represents this kind of, it's kind of an Aries kind of leadership, magician kind of power. And they're representing that, and he's representing that, and he can help you with this. Wow. Okay, so I'd like to lastly know, please, Spirit, what can people in group 3 do to see this more clearly? What can they do to see this more clearly, please? We have the Tower. It's really strange. This Tower has appeared in every single reading that I've done for this particular topic. We have the Strength card and we have the Moon. Wow. Okay. I'm getting a sense that what Spirit is saying is that you need to be open to a massive, massive shift, which is going to strengthen you. But what it's asking you to do is that you need to face something that's buried quite deep in the unknown, something that you might be fearful of. but it's something that needs to shift. There's a big transformation that needs to happen, and I get a sense that you need to allow this tower moment to happen. Because what this tower is doing, the lightning is blasting away all the old energies, all them stagnant, confusing energies as well. And what this will do is connect you. I believe this is possibly represented another spirit guide, the spirit guide of strength as well. That represents that energy of strength, that can help you with that energy of strength. But what you need to do, you need to go into the darkness, you need to go into the depths. It will feel uncomfortable because we are going into the unknown. Okay, it's kind of facing up to that. It's facing up to what is illusion and what isn't, which is what the moon deals with. Possibly for some of you as well, it might be worth, if you're that way inclined, is to look at the phases of the moon and to kind of really, really meditate and think which phases of the moon are most powerful for you in terms of manifestation, and in terms of which phase of the moon is really good for you to work on. If you're meditating, there might be a particular phase where you meditate and you are able to connect more easily to these spirit guides. So I think it would be worth you looking into that as well. Any more information, please, Spirit, about what it is that people in group 3 need to do to see this more clearly? So obviously on a dark night, the moon comes out and it illuminates things that are in the shadows, things that we don't know about ourselves, things that are hidden, which is what the moon represents, the hidden. It needs to be illuminated. But in order for that to happen, you need to accept there's going to be quite a dramatic energetic shift that you need to allow. And really getting a strong sense of being quite open to change as well. So we have the 7 of Swords. And I get the feeling from this that for a long time now, that you've been kind of in the 7 of Swords energy, that you've been kind of moving through life and not really, you've been doing all the usual things, surviving really, doing what you have to do on planet Earth. But because of that, you're not really looking in the direction that you're meant to be going, as you see with the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card. And what's happening is Spirit wants to stop you in your tracks. And in order to do that, you have to sort of accept the power of this tower, accept that power of change, that power of transformation. It's very Plutonic, it's very Scorpionic, but that is what is needed. You need to allow that in order to stop you in your tracks and see what's actually going on. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. So yes, what they're saying is you might feel quite energetically a bit worn out through this, and it may feel quite difficult what you're doing. But what's happening is through this difficulty, you can see through this window, we have the 5 Pentacles, which are glowing. It's like a church window. And in this is the light of Spirit. And if you look on this card, these people are wandering around. They possibly go out every night. They're looking for food, their next meal, and they're not noticing the light of Spirit in this church. They only need to walk into the door of the church to experience this. And there's a hope that one day they will notice it and they will stop this never-ending cycle of going round and round and round and round. Okay, and within this light is the strength that Spirit is trying to give you, that is trying to impart to you. And then for the moon, wow, we have the Star card. Yes, so things need to be illuminated. You need to allow this change, allow that strength in. And by facing all them dark things, you are now open. This card, the Star card, comes after the Tower. So after destruction, we have rebirth, we have renewal, everything is refreshed, and you are now much more open to all them wishes that are represented by the stars. This is all them things that you want, things that are coming from the cosmos, from Spirit. And we have a little bird here again. So for some of you, I'm getting the sense that you might possibly be open to kind of clairaudient kind of signals, as well as clairsentient signals as well, that will come through to you. But in order to get these signals, you will need to kind of go into that moon work, that shadow work as well. Really look into the depths of things and allow that change to happen. And this wonderful new renewal will start to come in. Lovely. Also, this is a very creative card as well. So if you are if you're meant to work on some sort of creative project, this is a very, very fortunate thing for you. But in order to get close to that and clear all these distractions, you need to tune into this kind of that dark energy, just to get a bit more insight into what it is you really, really want to do. Wow, lovely. So just to finish off, use these oracle decks. So Spirit, any last words, please, on what it is that people need to do in order to see, people in group 3, what do they need to do in order to see this more clearly, please? Okay. Fortune cookie fortuitous. Yeah, this is about, as I said with group 2, this is about the signals that we are putting out into the universe. What we give out, we get back, all right? And to be cautious of that. And then what they're wanting to do, it's about sending out positive thoughts, positive vibes. Because what they're telling me is if you align with this energy, the fortune cookie, remember we had the wheel of fortune. If you align with this energy, you will be able to manifest the life that you desire. Because remember, this is what you're not seeing. You have this ability to manifest really, really good things for yourself. I'm getting the sense as well, looking again at this layout, possibly you've been in survival mode, but there's something really, really creative, artistic that Spirit is wanting you to focus on. But in order to do that, you kind of need to tap into their energy, to accept their energy, to accept their guidance. But in order to do that successfully, you need to tap into this kind of dark, misty, kind of difficult stuff. But that will bring about a big change in you. But a very fortunate change as well. Okay, Spirit. So what do people in group 3 need to do to see it more clearly? Practicing patience. Okay, let's look at the image. Yeah, what it's telling me is that things take time, but it's like seeing the bigger picture in mind. You are building these blocks. This requires patience, but you're building a strong structure by what you're doing. Yes, it will feel difficult going into the darkness, exploring the things you don't necessarily like about yourself, but by doing that, over time, things will start to feel much more clearer. By practicing that patience, practicing that sort of stillness, you'll be able to clear these energies, end this cycle, and connect to Spirit, connect your spirit guides and the wisdom that they had for you, in order to bring through that fortune that you really, really need and that you really, really want. That aligns much more with your soul purpose, and that feels right for you. Okay, lovely. Thank you very much, Group 3, for tuning in. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please like, share, or subscribe. Okay, well, thank you very much, and goodbye. Hello, people in Group 4, and welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely Aqua Aura Quartz, and this reading will be about what you are not seeing. Okay, I'll put it there. So let's begin. Spirit, please can you tell me what people in group 4 are not seeing, please? What are they not seeing? Flipped up by accident. And that one. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands, followed by the 9 of Swords, followed by the 6 of Wands. Wow. I think it's something to do with your perception, a much wider perception of things, and a perception of opportunities that are available in the world, as we see with this 3 of Wands, and the reason why you're not seeing it, I think there's a lot of anxiety. Maybe you feel a lot of grief, a lot of anxiety at the moment. And what you're not seeing is the effect that this anxiety and despair is actually blocking you from seeing all the opportunities available for you. And that you have a lot of positive, victorious power, which is denoted by the six of Wands, which is actually Jupiter in Leo. So I get a sense that some of you might be a bit kind of hidden away, and that you're not showing your true light or your true potential. It's like you're kind of hiding it, and this might not be through any fault of your own, but it's because of some sort of anxiety. I get a sense that you're hidden away and you're not seeing the extent that this is actually stopping you, that you need to step out of your comfort zone, and that you are meant to be successful, and that you're meant to be, prosperous and victorious, and somebody that people actually, look up to, that they admire, and you're not really fulfilling this. And it's because of your anxiety and something that you're not facing. There's a way that you need to deal with your anxiety. It could be through, support. For example, it could be through counselling, things like that. But something that you need to do, that you're not seeing, something you need to do in order to temper this anxiety, so you can actually step out of your comfort zone and to help you, because that is what Spirit wants you to do. Okay. Any more information, please, Spirit, about what people in group 4 are not seeing? Okay. We have 9 of Pentacles, followed by the Devil, followed by the Magician. Okay. I do get a sense that a lot of you in this reading are quite young, possibly in your 20s or 30s. This is not all of you, but you're not at the moment aware of the impact that your anxiety is having on not managing your anxiety. It's like not managing it is having such an impact on your ability to... It's so important for you to step out of your comfort zone, because there is a lot of abundance, there's a lot of potential that is waiting there for you if you do that. And it's like you're not seeing beyond the veil in terms of, looking into the darkness. I believe there's an element of shadow work that needs to be done, as denoted by this Devil. There might be things you need to face in your life about yourself, or about things in general, about any sort of situation that you need to they want you to kind of face up to it and deal with this side, as denoted in this Devil card. They don't want you to hide away. They want you to step out of your comfort zone, and that is what you're not seeing at the moment. You're not seeing the potential you have. You have this Magician. He's appeared in a lot of the readings in this topic, but definitely for you, if you have the 9 of Pentacles and the Magician either side of this Devil card, and to me this is a result of you doing this shadow work. Some of you might be approaching or might be in a dark night of the soul, and that you might be underestimating the importance of working on that, and the work that you actually need to put in, and that it's really, really important, and to take them first steps. They could seem really, really small steps to you at the moment, but they are really, really important. It could be, for example, just stepping out of your door and going for a little walk. It could be anything. It could be sending an email. It could be anything that just gets you out there a little bit, and you build on that week by week, day by day. Interesting. Right, so I'd like to know now, please, Spirit, what is it that people... Sorry, what what is the reason why people in group 3 are not seeing this? It's like you need to see a deeper meaning behind your worries, behind your fears, behind your anxieties. Okay? So what's the reason why they're not seeing it? We've got the judgment on the bottom here. So somebody is clearly trying to give you a message. We have the 7 of Cups. So I get a sense that you might not be grounded at the moment. We have the Knight of Cups and we have the 10 of Pentacles. I get a sense that a lot of you are not grounded. You're kind of floating around the ether, and because you're not grounded, you're not able to see the steps that are needed to be taken in order to explore this shadow self, to bring things out, and this is why you're not seeing it. We have the Judgment card on the bottom there. This is angelic communication. You are getting messages. You are getting signs. This Knight of Cups is bringing through this cup. This is to do with love, the energy of love. So it's something to do with your, I believe it's your emotional center as well. It could be your heart as well. We have 10 of Pentacles. So this could be to do with I don't normally do reversals, but the 10 of Pentacles could be to do with kind of feeling detached from others in society. This could be from family members. I'm looking at this old man kind of in the background. This is a very positive card usually, but I'm seeing it in this instance. The reason why you're not seeing it is like you're kind of feeling detached. You're on the inside looking out. So I'm getting a sense that a lot of you may be sort of, you're not showing yourselves. This is the world outside I see. And this old man's here and he's looking out. You're not engaging enough in the world around you because you're not feeling grounded. You're not feeling grounded on earth. And this is why you're not receiving this message. You're feeling alone. You're feeling depressed. You're feeling anxious. And it's because of lack of grounding. Okay, I'm going to get more information about this. So Spirit, please can I have more information for group 4, please, as to why they're not seeing this? Because there's a lot of potential, there's a lot of ability that you have. But in order to get to that, you need to be more grounded and to kind of explore what it is that is making you feel this way. So we have the 6 of Cups, followed by the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely a block. And yeah, it is to do, again, we have a Pentacles card. You're in the ether, but you're still not connected to Spirit. Because in order to be connected to Spirit, you also need to have an element of grounding as well. So you can actually ground them energies. But I get the sense at the moment you're kind of floating around. And I believe some of you might be floating around, and you're, metaphorically I'm saying obviously, but it's like you're connected to the past. The past is playing out a lot in your minds, and that's stopping you from feeling grounded. It could have been from some trauma that happens in your childhood, but it's definitely something that needs to be worked on and at your own pace. Okay, and I'm not trying to belittle anything that anybody's been through, but what it's telling me is there is something that needs to be worked on, and we're talking about small steps in order for you to feel secure. You might be feeling very, very vulnerable and distrustful of the world around you, and it's making you feel that you can't really go out there and explore. You're not trusting your own power, your own ability, your own strength as well. And what they're telling me is that I'm mentioning the word grounding again, but by doing that, by actually thinking, what is the reason, looking at it logically, what are the reasons why I'm feeling like this? You know, what are the reasons? Really going into it, exploring it. Yes, it's painful, but exploring it at your own pace. Remember, this Knight of Cups, he's not rushing in like the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. It's like he's ready for you to bring that cup of love to you in your own pace, in your own time as well. Okay? It's a very, very gentle energy. All right? So this is about gentle grounding, doing them little steps every day. And you will start to feel much more secure in yourself by allowing this in. This is about starting to feel, you know, secure, starting to feel confident in yourself, confident in your own skin as well. And this is about self-management. So at the moment you're feeling you're not really managing yourself, managing your emotions. You're feeling quite vulnerable. Some of you might be still feeling in that mode of the young child as well, at the mercy of others. And this is what I'm seeing here. But what they're telling me is that you have the ability to come out of that and to bring things down to earth and to be much more self-sufficient and happy in your own skin. And that it will take some work just to make the little steps of going outside and putting yourself out there in the world in whichever way feels right for you. But by taking them small steps every day, these pentacles will start to lift off this person. You will start to feel more grounded and more connected to spirit and more connected to that really, really positive. Again, we have a very, very independent. These are very, very independent cards. They're very victorious cards as well. It's somebody who is, they've faced the fears, but they're going to go out anyway and they're going to explore because life has so much to offer them and they're ready now to explore it. And that's what it's saying to me. Okay, right. I'm going to get some, I'm going to use this deck here. So, Spirit, any information, please, on what people in Group 4 are not seeing? And why they're not seeing this, please? Numerology precision. Yeah. Precision in terms of knowing exactly what are the factors, what are the causes that are making you feel this way, making you feel this anxiety. If it's something you can't remember, do you need to do some sort of meditative work? It could be something that's happened in a previous life. If it's something you can't pinpoint in this life for some of you. So you might need to be really, really precise about what is actually causing these feelings, causing these thoughts. Spells alchemy. Okay. I believe it's mixing the earth energies with the kind of less tangible spiritual energies as well. They want you to mix things together, and that's what you do with spells of alchemy. You're creating a physical outcome through spells, but you're using we're using the tools we have. I think as a cauldron, which is an earthly thing, we're having all these kind of potions, which are things you can see, things which are grounded, mixed with the energy of spirit, that power from spirit as well. And this is what this magician is doing. He's using all this power. He's alchemizing basically. He's using the power of spirits. He's using the mind through this sword here. Water, the cups, his emotional center as well is really, really important. His heart chakra is open. We have the wands. This is to do like with your solar plexus. This is that fire within you. And we have the pentacles. That's the earth energy. That's all the tools at your disposal. So it's mixing the elements together. You really need to mix things. That's what they're telling me. You can't just be in the ether. And the reason why you're not seeing it is because you are too much in the ether. You haven't alchemized. You haven't mixed the ether with the physical. Because there was a way of doing that. Okay. I'm going to use this deck again, as I did in Group 3. So, Spirit, what is it that people in Group 4 are not seeing, and why is this, please? Okay, so firstly, we have soul guidance. Yeah. You're not seeing your true it's like your higher self. It's like your, which a lot of people don't, don't get me wrong, but there's small steps that you need to take, and it's really, really important for you to see this. That's what Spirit is saying, because you're kind of in a, I won't say, possibly not a denial. It's kind of, well, it possibly is a denial, but you're not really facing up to things at the moment, because you're in this sort of mental anxiety, and it's clouding your ability to be precise about what is causing it. And also, by clearing this, by going into the darkness to explore what the reasons are, you are more in line with your soul guidance. And as you can see, you'll start to be open to really, really positive things. All these butterflies are actually, they're very much around the crown chakra, the upper chakras, even go down to the heart chakra. This is all like the spiritual synchronicities and the messages that are coming through. You're kind of opened up. And also this person, it's almost like if you go outside, just go outside, metaphorically or physically, you're more exposed to the elements. You're more able to see, you're much more perceptive, you're much more sensitive to the messages that are coming through. Okay, and things will start to open, your chakras will start to open, your energy will start to open, become more aligned as well. And then we have psychic journaling. Yeah. And again, psychic journaling, we are mixing the psychic, the non-tangible stuff from spirit with the physical thing of having a pen, having a journal, writing things down. What are the messages that are coming through? So I think it's kind of saying what you need to be doing. The reason why you haven't seen this is possibly you're not, by grounding it, a way of grounding it is to actually possibly keep a kind of journal, keep a diary of your thoughts. If you do meditations, what are the visions you see, what are the senses you get, what things come to you. It could be through dreams as well. Things might seem really, really silly, but what they're telling me is just write them down anyway. Because by writing things down, you're actually grounding it. You're able to see it, you're able to assess it then. So you look back at a later date, and then you will start to make links. And this will start to reveal to you the reasons why things are happening in the way they are, and why your thoughts are geared this way, why you were thinking like this, the reasons for it, and what you can do to kind of alleviate that or change that energy. Lovely. Right, so what I'd like to know now, please, Spirit, do you have any tips, please, for people in group 4 that they can use to see this more clearly, please? What can they do to see this more clearly, please? We have the Hierophant, followed by the 6 of Pentacles, followed by the 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, when I talked about little steps, what I get a sense from here is what you need to do is kind of look at all the steps that you built up and appreciate, show gratitude to yourself and that you have made these steps. It's like being proud of yourself for how far you've come along. That's what I want to do along this journey. It's like you're cultivating something, you're building it. Okay? And this Hierophant, this is about setting things, this is about having a structure to things. Again, the Hierophant, he's bringing down the messages, but he's grounding it into reality. This is what I see here. Grounding it into scripture, into writings, things like that. And again, this is kind of allowing things to come down to you with this. It's like being generous to yourself. And by doing this, by being appreciative to yourself of how far you've come, the little steps that you've done, things will start to filter down. Really, really positive things. Things that will make you feel more abundant on earth. It's about balance as well. Really, really important. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to get more information about that. So Spirit, more information please about what people in group 4 can do to see this more clearly. Right, so we have the Knight of Swords, the Tower, and the 8 of Wands. So I'm liking the direction of this. What they're telling me is that by doing this work, this inner work, this shadow work, this kind of dark night of the soul work, yeah, you will get revelations. They will feel really, really uncomfortable. But what's happening is by doing that, you are affecting great change. And this is enabling you to move forward. Remember, you built all these steps. You're moving forward in a much more positive direction. This is what I'm getting from this. You're actually building up your strength. You're building up your fire. Now, this Knight of Swords, I want to get a bit more information about that, please. I almost get a sense of that Knight of Swords, because of the direction, he's actually going back to the past and being brave and courageous about that. That is what's being denoted here. You're going back to the past, you're being brave and courageous about doing it because you're getting these sort of tower moments. But what it's doing is actually, this tower, the lightning, is actually knocking down the old things. Is actually, I get a sense that this is like energy going through your crown chakra, through all the different chakras. And there's a process of renewal happening here. It's feeling uncomfortable, but it is necessary. Okay, can I have clarity please for the Knight of Swords? And we have the Tower on the bottom of the deck as well, just to emphasize that point. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. And what came to me then was golden nugget. The word golden nuggets and information came to me. And this is what it is. By you going back and exploring things, you were actually, it's like you were digging out these golden nuggets of information, which if you flip them on the other side, they seem negative, but these will actually transmute into opportunity and a way forward and a guiding light for you. Lovely. Okay. Right. So I'm going to get a bit more information from the oracles to finish off. So again, please Spirit, what can people in group 4 do to see this more clearly? Ornithomancy omen. Yeah. This is to do with perception. This is actually seeing things that you're afraid of and not seeing them necessarily as an omen. It's just to give you, I think it's to give you more insight of the dangers of being continuously in that negative state, that anxious state where you're not dealing with things and you're less able to see things that are coming up. And it's about facing things that are difficult as well. And again, I'm getting the sense with this 3 of Swords, it's about seeing the expanse, looking through the window of your soul. Because after this destruction here with the Tower, we have this new sunrise. It could be dusk, or it could be sunrise, really. But it's like, this is like a new, fresh start. This is what I'm seeing here. And a way forward, things are much more expansive because you faced the darkness. And just to finish off, on this deck, any last words, please, Spirit, on what people in group 4 can do to see this more clearly? Clairvoyance. Okay. Yes, remember I'm talking about seeing things you don't want to see. But by doing that, you are actually opening up your third eye and you are able to get all sorts of messages and guidance from Spirit. And you can see we've got the crown chakra involved as well as the third eye, which is what is happening. This is Spirit communicating to you through your upper chakras, but there's a lot of old stuff that needs to be cleared first. and they want you to be open to that. And this will open up your third eye, which is actually very, very similar. If you see this Three of Wands card, by opening up your third eye, by seeing things from all different perspectives, this will clear a path for you, and you'll be able to step out of your comfort zone and see all the possibilities that are open for you. And bring out, go more forcefully or more easily towards your goals. And eventually, by taking these steps every day, you will start to get more aligned, and you will start to go towards your true Nine of Pentacles, Magician and Six of Wands energy. But you must be, they want you to be precise in doing it. You need to know the reasons of things. There's a lot of exploratory work that needs to be done, but also in a grounded way as well. Lovely. Thank you very much, Group 4, for tuning in. If you liked the reading, please share, please like, please subscribe. Please feel free to leave any comments as well. Okay, so thank you very much and goodbye.